So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to practice how to find the different pieces in our data set for our dot plots. The first thing we're going to need to do is make sure that we order our numbers in the given data set from least to greatest before we do anything else. So when we do that, we look at our number set, and I see that there is 1 0, so I'm going to type 0 once. And then I see there are 3 ones. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Then I need 4 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 3s, 1 4. I don't need any 5s because there's nothing representing in the 5s, and then 1 6. Once I've done that, I now have a data set that I can sequence for the other pieces that we need. So when we look at the visual model, the dot plots, we're able to see which one's the most and the least, but then we can also see our numbers in order. Now that we've done that, we need to do the range. Now, when we look at range, we are looking for what the highest minus the lowest is. So I'm going to make that note right here that how we find range is the highest and we subtract the lowest. So when we look at our data set, the number that is the greatest, the highest value, is the 6. So we're going to put 6 minus, and the lowest value in this data set is 0. So we're going to put 0. 6 minus 0 is 6. So our range for this data set is 6. Now let's do the median. So median is the number that occurs in the middle. So we're just going to make that note. It's the middle number. This is where you can use either the visual, the dot plot, or you can use the number line that you created. So the first example I will do it with the dots. So we have to find the number in the middle. So I'm going to go 1 on the top and the bottom, 1 and 1. There's 2 here, so 2 here. And then 2 and 2, well, that means that 2 is my median, and I can see that visually. I can also do it up here on the top. So I do the actual numbers, high and low, high and low, high and low, high and low, high and low. That brings me to 2's in the middle. So once again, it's still just the number 2 is the middle number, the median. The next one that we need to do is the mode. The mode is the one that is either it comes up the most often or the most popular, however you like to look at that. Well, the dot plot's the easiest place to look for that just because it's whichever one is the tallest. So which number comes up the most often in this? It is the number 2. So we can see it is the tallest one. And now we need the mean. The mean is the average. So to find the average of a data set, we add all of our numbers and then we divide by however many digits our numbers are. There we go. So it's the average. We're going to add all the numbers and then we're going to divide by the number of pieces in the data set. All right, so here we go. We're going to look at our data. And for me, I like to look at the numbers then and lined up. You can use your dots however you would like to do it. But I see I have 0. That doesn't really matter, right? Because 0 doesn't have a value. So my 1s add up to 3. And then 2, 4, 6, 8 is my 2s. Then 3, 6. Plus 4 plus 6. So I've chunked my data now. So I'm just going to do this. This is 8 plus 3 is 11. 4 plus 6 is 10. And then 6. So yet again, we have another data set or number sentence. 11 plus 10 is 21. And then 21 plus 6 is 27. That's the total. Now the total is 27. And I need to divide it by the total numbers that were there. How many numbers do we add up? Well, this is where we can just count our dots then. So we're going to go, we have 1 here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is going to be 27 divided by 12. This is going to go in 2 times 24. That was a terrible 4. 3, decimal 0, 0. and that's going to be 0.2. So, and we'll leave it at 1 decimal place. That should be sufficient for now. So our mean for this particular data set is going to be 2.2. So as you continue this out, there's our final, if you want a more precise answer. Some of them will be repeating decimals, but 2.25 is the fullest extent of that data set. All right, so now we've practiced how to go back over this. So you can always come back to this video as you do your other work. Once again, range is high minus low. The median is that middle number once you sequence them all. The mode is whichever comes up the most often. And the mean is the average. You're going to add all the various values given to you and then divide it by the total number in that set.